Good evening, friends. A little late starting, but we're here. We're going to play some Monster Train. It's going to be a wonderful, exciting time. And I may or may not have forgotten to turn my volume down before enabling the game audio, and that was okay. It wasn't that bad. Anyways, we're doing more crowns. We'll maybe do more Soul Savior. We'll probably do a normal run and then do Soul Savior. Again, the problem is, like, I want to do both, and I can't just do both at the same time. Okay. So, what do we got? Also, good to see you, Fury. Good to see you, Wrath. Hello to you as well, Joe. Kind of want to do one of Hef's crowns. I feel like I should be doing more to keep parity here. Let's do... I don't know, let's do a random clan and Rail Forged. And I think we want Salvage rather than Smith. And we'll see what we get. Soul Guard with Rail Forged. Okay. That's something. I do like seeing Herzl's Horde. Shadow Sheath is not particularly helpful. Good to see you, Lemachuka. Yeah, I'll take Crown of the Eternal. I don't know how helpful it's actually going to be. Were you not already followed, Glacier? Were you somehow unfollowed? Yeah, don't know. Regardless, I mean, I think we're taking Cold Channel, though the problem... So, there's a couple things here. There's not many ways in Railforge to directly apply armor, but there are ways to do armor. Namely, if we get, like, Weldling, that would be an option. Additionally, we can use Forge Points to dump into Soul Guard, either by holding them in hand, which is not a good plan, or we can get some equipment to pump armor into, or Forge Points into. Ideally, probably like Boilerplate. Again, we do have Crown of the Eternal, so we can get by for a while. It's just in the later rings, that's not gonna be enough. Magnetic Relay shenanigans. The problem with Magnetic Relay and Soul Guard is that it would reset his shards. And so we really never want to do that. That's the same reason you don't want to Reform or Endless Soul Guard for the most part. There are ways to do it, but there's, you know, good reasons not to do it. Anyways, you're going there, you're going there. Unfortunately, can't fit a Shield Steward with you. I guess we'll just play a Shield Steward there and there. You just do it once to Forge. Yeah, it's still not ideal, though, but it is a possibility. Okay, we'll just do that there. He does heal to full, so it is totally fine, basically no matter how much damage he takes. Thank you for cooperating, Collector. Well, unhelpful. Hey, needs and musts, etc. Yep. I know how it goes. I kind of want to kill the Miscreant, but... we'll do that, I guess. Like, it's fine if I leak. I'm not really concerned for the most part. Admittedly, I should have left this spot open so I could play a Spear Steward here. That was a mistake on my part. But that's okay. It ends up not mattering because we're able to play out a mighty steward where he needs to be. Ta-da! Forge Steward is surprisingly good. Like, it's kind of a boring unit, but it does work. Like, it's pretty solid. So we probably should take the Crypt Builder. The problem with taking the Crypt Builder is that we don't necessarily actually want to kill enemies early, because we want them to hit into Soul Guard to proc the Revenge for the most part. On the other hand, it does help soften up like heavies, and we do get to play it out for free with the Offering token for the most part. Yada yada yada. But still, weirdly, I'm gonna take the Flash Freeze. I'm gonna take another bonk, and it's gonna feel really questionable. Yeah, we're gonna go here, I guess. Well, Salvage Machine is what I was hoping for. I mean, like, Steel Steward is kind of okay for us, but it mostly is underwhelming, and Pyre Steward is a terrible banner unit and wholly deserves a rework. We could put it to okay use right now, but I refuse. If I do that, I won't have enough capacity to play out like a steward behind him. I don't know how much that matters. I'm just gonna give him the large stone and we'll call that good. Not wild about the turn of events that are occurring, but that's okay. We'll sort of figure it out, maybe. And I think there are these haste dudes. I was gonna set up mid-floor if not for that. I'm actually not gonna play you out, so I can play out a steward behind Soulguard if I need to. Railforge banner units are mostly kind of blah on stats for good reason due to forge points. I get it. Still, it's disappointing every time I see it. I, for the most part, like it. Like, yeah, they're not meant to be offensive units. And I've seen a number of people complain that, like, they need more offensive units in Clan. And I don't fully agree with that. Like, yeah, it would be kind of helpful, but I feel like it would also kind of break the design of Railforge. Okay, maybe we're gonna take a little bit of damage, who cares? But, like, I think it's both. I think it's thematic and cool that, for the most part, Railforge units are more supportive. Have I seen the unit on the bottom of the floor before? Also, hello. I've definitely played it, but I haven't played it as often. It's Revenge Forge 1. Also, how you doing, Gold Poke? So we probably just want to Forge now, just because there's a very real possibility that I don't draw it again if I don't do it now. Also, it prevents us from leaking here, and I think it's strong enough to just kill the boss as is. Especially now with all that frostbite. Just finished a run with Railforge, accidentally tripping onto Conductor Steward and Transcend him, returning Imp to hand and playing to get 9,000 attack and HP. This clan can cook, yeah. Yeah, that would do it. Okay, well, we easily have a victory here. Ta-da! Now give me, like, boilerplate. Yeah, I mean, we'll take another offering token, I guess. No, that's not boilerplate. Metallurgy is not bad. We already have the salvages, though, which makes it less appealing. It is an arbor source, but still. Like, Hammerfall's not bad, but again, feels unnecessary when I've got so many bonks already. Okay, let's not... I kind of want the metallurgy, but we're just not going to do that. Now, the problem is I want the Merchant of Magic. The other problem is I feel obligated to take the Merchant of Arms. So we're going to take the Merchant of Arms. Do you already have a room? I do not. Overgrowth Carapace is something. So why no Clob? Because the Clob wouldn't actually do all that much for me, kind of. So, like, yeah. I could have done it if I were... It would be okay. I didn't want a card that I would have to be playing at... I didn't want another card in the deck when my deck is already kind of wibbly-wobbly at the moment, and it wasn't really helpful for overstacking, kind of. I could be altering my plan to be relying less on Soul Guard, yada yada yada, but it just wasn't actually that helpful right now, and I figured I would probably want to spend resources on other things, even if I was going to the Merchant of Arms. As for this, I mean, like, what the fuck? Who cares? Yeah, we're just gonna skip those. I can't really use either of them terribly well right now. It's really open for, like, a Weldling. So Overgrowth Carapace is good, except for the part where I won't really be able to forge it if I make it deployable. And it loses a lot of benefit if I don't make it deployable. Well, we'll do that, I guess. And this is the Siphon Archeon, which is admittedly the worst matchup for me, kind of, right now. Well, see what we can do. Soul Guard is at least growing stronger and stronger, but again, I do lack good things. Okay, we're gonna do that even though you get stronger, and that does concern me, but oh well. Yeah, unfortunately you're gonna run out of capacity to play out a Steward here. But fine. Yes, I did give Frostbite to my own guy. It may or may not be the exact reason I took that card. I already smelted my other steward, didn't I? I did. Well, that's not what I meant to do. But it seems that is what I have done. How you doing, Splat? Yeah, unfortunately I have a bunch of forge points that I can't spend. But we can try to whittle down your rage a little bit in the meantime, I guess. Oh, wrong order. But that still works. Good, how about you? I'm doing alright. Doing alright, I suppose. Yeah, what I needed to have done was not smelt my other spear steward so I could dump all these forge points in. So that was a mistake. I'll be very clear about that. Okay, yeah, we're still good though. I thought we might be just because we have stats, like we just do. Unfortunately, the foregone powers and the salvages don't work great together, but that's fine. I mean, Deep Offering's not bad. Sure, fine. I do kind of want the Siren of the Sea as a way to mitigate my problems. On the other hand, I kind of want to do dumb things and go all in on Soul Guard, even though that is what we in the biz call incorrect. You know what? Why not? And weirdly, we're gonna go with capacity. Fine. Vola's is actually a lot less helpful than I would like it to be. No, I mean, like, it's not the worst thing for me, honestly. And maybe I should take it, but I'm not going to. Ensnare Salve is fine. I don't actually need it. So I do want Broken Rail. Unfortunately, I can't get the Ember Staff, which I also kind of want, but this is interesting. Unfortunately, I don't have a very good Incant deck, nor a very good Forge focus deck. Which is to say, my deck is not really functioning in either of the major ways that it needs to be functioning. I didn't want to have to do this, but we're setting up on bottom floor so that I can be killing these dudes, because if I'm not killing them, life just gets so fucking bad. Like, I absolutely need my deck to be functioning better. Which is to say, I can't be drawing Scourges. It just ruins me so bad. Anyways, I couldn't play out the Deep Offering because I have the Mind's Ember, so that's annoying, but whatever. I'm definitely gonna leak some damage. And, like, not a small amount of damage, but I think it's still important that we be doing this over the alternative. Technically wrong order, but whatever, fine. Okay, we're at least mitigating problems. I am still taking a chunk of damage, but whatever. So be it. Our big, bad, beautiful squid. Alright, well, look at us go. Big and bold and beautiful and applying frostbite. Ta-da! So currently got 7. Problem is I do want the Glacial Seal, but it would stop the Overgrowth Carapace from working properly. I'm going to take it and we'll see what we end up doing with that. But hey. Honestly, Car Collapse isn't the worst, and Masterwork is sort of fine. I don't know, I'll take the Masterwork even though I don't really have the Ember for it right now. Okay, I think I need to go here. I would like to go to the Merchant of Arms for a number of reasons, but I think this is correct. Does Diadem work the way that I want? I think it does. Actually, I'm not sure if it does. Maybe I just don't worry about it. Assembly Room is cute, but I don't think it actually maybe helps me. At least not with what I'm currently doing. God, I really do want to use Assembly Room. This is wrong, but we're going to take it, and we'll see if we actually use it at all. Okay. Am I happy about this turn of events? Not incredibly, but, you know, here we are. So, let's get rid of one of those and one of those. And then, fuck me, I'm not making a particularly good deck at the moment. Alright, we'll do it like this, I guess. And they'll be annoyed that I have to do things this way. I guess I'll do that, even though it's not actually that helpful for me at the moment. Kind of. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Well, it's not an insane amount of damage, but it is less damage than I would like to be taking. definitely do not build up power nearly as fast as I would like, unsurprisingly. Okay. I was hoping to draw him last turn to mitigate some of these problems. Also, I still can't even play the assembly room outside of deployment. Kind of. There are ways to do it, but... yeah... this actually means that playing with the Glacial Seal less helpful. Well, I'll get rid of one of those, I guess. Oh no, it's Quoto! Of note, I did stop Soul Guard from growing by putting the Glacial Seal here, which is why I was hesitant to do it. But hey, here we are. I do think I'd probably be better off with him still maintaining growth for the full heals and all that, but hey. Okay, well, Quoto's dead. Like, I'm not surprised that we can beat Quoto. I will get rid of that, though I kind of want to keep one of them in the deck, but that's okay. It's not all that good for me to have. Yeah, the Guardian Stone is a lot more appealing for the dumb shit I'm trying to do. Okay, well, we're definitely going to the Merchant of Steel, hoping for dualism. And then we gotta go to the Merchant of Arms, although, like, I'm really not doing a whole lot with the Merchant of Magic. I could wait for the Merchant of Arms till here. Or I could wait... I don't know, we're definitely going here. Fine. Oh, isn't that something? Yeah, I wish I had more, like, actual playable spells. Because unfortunately, the Foregone Powers and the Salvages don't work well together. I also can't use them well with the Offering, or the Deep Offering. Well, let's see what we can do. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Glacial Seal. That's what we're doing. Oh my, Glacial and Guardian being good jank today. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We really wanted the Guardian Stone. I just wanted to make sure that I had capacity open in case it took me a while to draw it and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, so here's the problem is we still... Alright, there's a very specific thing we want to do that I don't know if we're going to be able to line up correctly. Also, the Guardian Stone is of dubious value over the Crown of the Eternal, but it is still helpful. Okay, we'll just pull you out now. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this turn of events, even if it's not exactly what I wanted. Let's see what we can do. I do wish I'd played out the Glacial Seal, but I didn't know. I just didn't know. Didn't know at the time. Alright, please draw me what I want. Nah. God damn it. Oh, you're gonna hurt my pyre, I guess. At least the Guardian Stone is ending up with just a ton of armor on itself. Someday. It's not actually that helpful now. It would have been helpful if I'd played that earlier, but I drew it at the wrong time. And admittedly, probably shouldn't have bothered. Frustrating. Now. Okay, yeah, there's no actual reason not to do that right now, as much as I would like to avoid it. But we'll see. Like, Strix does have a fair bit. I mean, they both have a fair bit of frostbite on them. Yeah. Unsurprisingly, they both die. It's not like super clean, but they do die. Alright, I did take some damage. We do have shenanigans, but we're at least about to get a lot better at dealing with those shenanigans. I don't need another one of those. I am not taking Herschel's Hammer. Great question. I think we're taking draw. Now we're going... I think we're going here and then here. I would really like to visit the Merchant of Arms already, but I kind of need to heal at some point, and I also would much rather visit Merchant of Magic than Merchant of Steel. So, this is what we're doing. So legitimately, like, holdover Spellchain on the bonk is not unwelcome. Especially because it helps me kill the silence dudes, which I absolutely need to do. I also would like it on the offering token, but I think legitimately I kind of need to do this instead. Don't know why I paid for the Permafrost when I didn't have enough for the -1. I, for some reason, thought I would play both, and then I didn't. So, that happened. Yeah, I also had considered, well, there are reasons I didn't take more capacity, even though I kind of wanted it. Okay, well, the minus Ember does hurt me, but we'll see what we can do. I guess I'll leave that in hand for now, just in case we need it. Well. Okay, so there's you at least. Okay. No, god damn it. Ugh. Frustrating. Well, fine. Oh, I forgot to use my forge points on you. Whoops. Yeah, you're so close to dying, but you aren't going to. Okay. Need you to die, that's a requirement. Oh my god. Well, here's Rax. I was really hoping to do more before Rax came, but that did not happen. Either way, we have the victory. That's all that matters. Look at us go. We'll forge our boy for some stats. Alright, and at least we don't have to pay the Ember penalty going forward. Like, I still don't have good things. I'll take the Preserve, just for reasons. We'll skip those. Someday we'll use Railgun. It's a cool unit, just not applicable to my needs now. At least now we can finally do what I want to do. I don't think I actually need Artificial Pyrostone, and a Herzl's Anvil is of dubious value to me. God, I should have taken one of those. Guess I'll take that because I don't want to do math. Sure, we'll maybe take that. I don't think I actually need to, though. What we are definitely doing is we're making this deployable. I'm gonna get rid of the Masterwork because I don't actually need it now. Get rid of you. Yeah, whatever. Definitely did not make my deck function the way that I had hoped, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Now, look at us go. Oh, I'm sorry. What we meant to do is that, although we are depriving Soulguard of some HP gains, basically. But that's fine. And we absolutely have to kill you. Unfortunately, you're a bit of a problem, but not too bad of a problem, kind of. Well, fuck me. That's what I wanted to play, was the Siren Song. Yeah, I just need to make sure that Soulguard doesn't die here. I think maybe I let that go one more turn. No, we'll use it now. It's sort of fine if I take some damage. Yeah, unfortunately what I really want is I want to be able to draw the Siren Song, but I won't have the Ember to play it. So we'll do this, we'll just take some damage there. Okay, wasn't sure if that would get me killed or not, but yeah, almost does. But we have decent amounts of armor and all that now. This is why we did the spell chain on this, so even when you have that, we can still kill you. Oh boy, he's got some trivial amount of stats. Oh, wrong ordering. There we go. Don't mind me as we just print more and more Guardian Stones. It's not like perfect. Like, this is going to have big problems later. Like, I don't know that we're actually going to beat the Titans like this, but we'll find out. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, let's not do that. The problem is that they gain so much attack so quickly. But this is why we have the Siren Song, so that if we're not killing them all with the Frostbite efficiently, then they still die before they actually hurt the pyre. And as always, we kill you. We finally get rid of the Vengeful Shard once it lets me. I did do this in the wrong order, but that's okay. Yeah, honestly, let's do it this way so we can just apply a lot more Frostbite. Again, unfortunately, we're basically wasting the Overgrowth Carapace by doing this because I'm not getting the stats that I would otherwise be getting. But in exchange, I am applying now, I think, 20 armor per incant to every unit, plus more to these guys specifically. Again, I'm not actually doing a great job of incanting at the moment for reasons, but overall, it's fine. But yeah, like, that's such a low amount of shards for a cold channel. It's fine. It still works out. It's just really awkward. And we did take 15 damage from that one guy who got to the pyre before I could get the Siren Song set up. I do wish I could have Glacial Seal on the floor as well. And I kind of can, but it causes problems, and here we are. Okay. How did we win? By tanking up and freezing our enemies to death. Yeah, I mean, that's the game plan right there. I do wish that I had Kinstone Totem so I could be getting some Ember back, because boy, do I have Ember problems. But we're at least getting a little better, I think. The problem is the Corruption is gonna catch up with me real fast. Once again, forgot to do that in the right order. There's no reason not to do that because it does just refund the Ember, essentially. We don't want that. We just need to build up enough shards that it is okay that Soul Guard's eventually gonna die. Okay, at least we're getting rid of all those. That's nice. Yeah, it's fine to hit him a couple times. I should do this first, though. But I gained back more armor than I spend, basically. Also, I was wrong on how much armor I'm getting. I said the wrong thing before, but that's fine. We're still getting a good chunk of armor. I believe it's currently 6 armor per incant, but it does get a little better as we keep making more of them. Unfortunately, I don't really want to be incanting here while you're around. Technically, I could maybe kill one of you guys, but it's just not the ideal. Well, whatever. Get a Curse of Entropy. Who cares? Still alive for now. Yeah, like we don't actually need to be too picky here. The minion's basically dead. Entropy's down. We're just waiting on savagery. We should be going down pretty quick here. Unfortunately, Soul Guard is also going to go down pretty quick here, but we'll do it again. Also, should have copied you first. Keep forgetting. Okay, yeah. But, like, he'll die next turn. He's going down to 200 HP, and he's got 1,000 frostbite on him. And now all my lonely little guardian stones with 500 armor each. Alas. Anyways, there we go. We get the kill. No surprise. Alright, there we go. Well, it was a bit clunky, but we got there. I'm glad we were finally able to use the assembly room after lugging it around. What I was trying to do earlier was I was hoping that on the battles where I didn't have enough Ember to play it, I was hoping that the salvage would line up with one of the other high-cost cards in the hand, like the Masterwork or Calcified Ember or whatever, so then I could use that to gain a little bit more Ember to play out the assembly room. Never lined up. Which is fine. We still made it through and honestly didn't take that much damage, but it did feel silly. Okay. Okay. Well, unless you guys want to keep seeing normal runs, we'll do a run of Soul Savior because I do need to play more Soul Savior. Hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate it. God, I really wish that it just had these separate for each mode. Assembly Room is just too cool. It is good. It's a card I enjoy for sure. I do think it probably deserves to be Pyre bound, so you could only play it on the top floor, because otherwise the like copy and descend part of it's a little weird. Because if you're on like bottom floor like we were doing, you just are printing extra units without ever descending them, which is a little strange to me, but whatever. Okay. So we got triple stack and summon apply 50% of this unit's buff stacks to friendly units. Okay. It's not bad to have Dipper with Umbra. Fuck Pyre of Entropy, by the way. And triple stack is interesting. Unfortunately, Dipper does nothing for me currently. But if we can get past the early things, or if this had given me Chain of Gem. Actually, I don't think Chain of Gem is going to work, but either way. Well, what the fuck are we doing? I mean, I like Pyromaniac in general. Golden Crown is kind of cute when we also have the Golden Touches. We also can get him above rank 3 if we get one of the enhanced light forges, since I need to remember that that's an option. Mostly I'm worried about the early game before I can get set up, though. Especially with having a soul that essentially does nothing for me at the moment. It's one of those times where I do kind of wish that I had the bloated whelps. Kind of. Not for this moment, but for slightly later. Either way, I don't know. I'm having analysis paralysis. Sure, I'll go with Pyromaniac. see how this goes. So I do kind of want you on a higher floor so you can be gorging, but I also want you to be able to block for Phoenix, I guess. Yeah, already forgot that you guys get the burst, which is concerning. I really wanted to kill that guy, but I also kind of wish I'd just done more damage shields. Sure, fine, I guess. Alright, we'll just do that now. I think it's just valuable for me to get those while I can. Yeah, and that should be enough, unsurprisingly. I didn't get my Horde very high. I'm not surprised by that, really. It is a bit of a shame that I didn't get to at least 3. Because I'm not going to loot it at 2, but I would have looted it at 3. God, fuck Pyre of Entropy. All my homies hate Pyre of Entropy. Especially in this mode where I can't get extra Ember very reliably. Ugh. Honestly, the greed is maybe worth it. Kind of want another golden touch, though. But I'm not sure I can actually utilize that very well. I'll take it. Whatever. Fine. Into Umbra Assault's a maybe, but we'll skip. And then we save this and we cry. Okay. So, I don't know that we're going to be able to handle these problems. I don't mind the burst so much, kind of. Might be worth going here. I also don't really mind the melee weakness. That's not too big an issue. Titan skin is legitimately a problem for us right now. And the Witherbloom just is rather frustrating. Fine. We'll go here and we'll see what we can do. I mean, I want stuff, but I would really like a banner unit, so we'll see what we can get. So it's not my favorite, but we're probably taking the Guildmonger here. Am I happy about that? No. I would not describe myself as such. God, do I want Overlord? Currently, I'm not using Pyromaniac, like, at all. Overlord does become sort of impressive if I can get it leveled up, but we'll see. I think we still take Overlord here, even though it's just really not going to do a lot for me at the moment. Alright. Here we go. Oh, God. I I think I need to not, even though I really want the gold. Okay, well, you're gonna do that. I don't totally hate those. Yeah, that's really bad. Can't describe myself as particularly happy about that. Okay. Reserve, add a copy, discard your discard pile. It's cool art, by the way. But also fucking terrible to deal with. I guess we put you up front. I don't know that that really matters. It's so difficult for me to do anything here, and especially when I just get all of these. Yeah, you're just going to fucking destroy me, aren't you? I just have, like, no offense currently. Yeah, see, this is why Tivy Scourges are just not okay. Oh, yeah, you just killed me. For some reason, I thought he was dying after the first hit. I'm fine with losing that. We were in very bad shape, but that's okay. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna skip because it takes too long. So we unlocked Mimic is the only new one. Gain the allied champion. Gains a random upgrade the next time you use the Light Forge. Alright, fair enough. Let's go again. I'm not surprised I lost. We're gonna reroll just because I don't want to use Mimic, because I believe it only activates at the first Light Forge. The first at rank 1, and that doesn't sound very interesting to me. Sure, whatever. We'll use these. Even though it feels a little silly, because I've used these souls multiple times. Well, it's Phoenix again. The Gas Bud with the Firebrand isn't terrible. And Gorgon is certainly helpful for us overall. I mean, we need a spell that's better than a fire starter, mind you, but so be it. Breath of Heaven sucks, and I guess we take Sky Song Trumpet. We do have Hymnus right now. I suppose I also could have just not taken either of them. Backline access is so important in this mode. It does really feel like that. Sure, why not? Okay, so you go there, there. Actually, maybe we should have just done the Inspires, but hey, here we are. Yeah, let's just do the Inspires, gain a little bit of Valor. So then I can full heal you, and you can kill the backliner, and that is enough that we get the kill. I was hoping Phoenix would get the kill, but I didn't care tremendously one way or the other. I really just wanted one of the, like, damage spells. That's what I wanted. Like, Pyreball, I would have been very happy with. Nope. Unhelpful. Cleave, yeah, would have been the other one that I would have been really happy with. I'll skip for now, I guess. Champions enter with melees. A little annoying, not the end of the world. I think maybe we just want to go for the Light Forge so we can upgrade Phoenix so we can get Explosive. Merchant of Arms also might be nice to hopefully get... What's its face? Mind Cage. The problem is, like, it's going to be much harder to rely on Phoenix in this mode, but it'd be nice to get some power built up. The other issue is, like, I would like the Merchant of Magic, but I don't have any spells that I'm really happy to upgrade with it yet. Still, let's do it, I guess. Hey, thanks for resubscribing, Tom. I don't think a Banished Banner is really gonna excite me at this moment, so let's go here. Take an Overlord 2. Fine. Titan 1 may be a problem, but I suspect that it's not. I suspect it's basically equally as bad as anything else. That is not good. That's a little better, kind of. Okay. I understood yesterday why they did lose 5 days in Life Mother as applying 9, 12 days every round, and even 18 days during like a round. Yeah, that's largely what I was expecting to be the case. It just looks weird before that point. Alright, and so Phoenix gets the kill, which is nice, gets the permanent attack. He's not getting a ton of permanent attack, but any permanent attack at this point I'll take. I don't know, fuck me. It's not that helpful. I'll still take it though, I guess. Again, not what I was looking for. Challenge is a maybe, but I'll still skip it. I will loot this. Great. I don't know, fuck me, we'll go here. I'm so not used to things costing less like this. They do. Straight home for a holdover. So that would have been really nice. Alright, it's not exactly what I wanted, but that is helpful. There we go, I just couldn't equip it in the shop, even though I was fully expecting to be able to. So I think we're duping the Firebrand. It won't have the soul, which is fine. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's sort of okay. Yeah, it ain't great. I kind of want to leave capacity open so I can play one of the hymnists, but I don't think that's actually that good for me. Probably because I don't actually want quick on my dudes. I might just want to let you take the hits. But I think I do just want to get the kills with you, especially because we might get the golden touch later. Well, it's certainly looking better. You are taking a pretty hefty beating, but we do have a full heal for you upcoming. And you get a little stronger. Unfortunately, the other Firebrand isn't really getting stronger, but we're trying. Okay, that's probably doable on the higher floors. Unfortunately, Phoenix is not strong enough to kill any of those guys with his ability. And we get the kill, and we get a little bit of Horde. Unfortunately, we don't hit 6, even with the Prismatic Dragon Scale. Blood-Soaked Arena is okay. Death Roar is kind of interesting. Eagle Heart is not bad. I guess I take Blood-Soaked Arena. It's a bit weird, but okay. Fire-Blooded. Yeah, a bit late for you, buddy. Still sort of intriguing. As is the Magma Cultist, but... Yeah, I don't know that I care. I guess I'll take you, and we'll see what we can do. Each time we draft a card, you get a second copy. I don't give a shit about my Pyre. Draw +1. Let's reroll. Explosive and Magic Power. When played, other spells in hand gain Magic Power. Fine, I'll take that. I probably shouldn't have bothered, but hey. I mean, I do want real artifacts, but I will just loot this anyways. Yeah, I'll take Medallion for now. I did want Shale Shell, but we're not really in a good position to use it either way. I don't care about Enhanced Pyre Remains. Gain a soul. Fine, I'll do that. The Jeer Mask is a little annoying, but should be totally doable. I guess we go here for the gold. Host Guard. Don't love him, but maybe. I will take him. I'm vaguely tempted to swap the Gas Blood to him just so he costs less. Well, it's only a -2 either way. So it actually doesn't really help. Kind of. Yeah, we're gonna take Sprout for sure here. Alright, we'll see what we can do. The reanimateds may be a problem, but it's just what we're gonna do anyways. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to play out the Host Guard right now. I will not play out the Fire-Blooded, because Gorgon does grant me extra capacity. So there is the possibility that we can do that. Some people poo-poo Sprout, but I don't think they raise how much infested enemies there are. There are a lot of infested enemies. That I will agree with. Yeah, I kind of want to play the Host Guard, but also go fuck yourself. Do you want the Blood-Soaked Arena, though I don't know it's actually going to do all that much for me. Fuck these guys. I probably should be saving my ability for you. I just didn't even be necessary. Also forgot that I can't play that anyway, so that's a moot point. All my homies hate Tivy Scourges. They are what we in the biz call pretty awful. Yeah, the problem is I'm pretty sure you guys just absolutely kill my pyre. Because that's 36, and then plus 3 from your thing, so 39, plus you'd be hitting me twice, so that's like 70-some damage on your own. Like, yeah, that is enough for me to die. Let's not do that. Also turns out, unsurprisingly, they reanimate, maybe too much. I think I'm maybe not going to play with the Shield Steward. So I have extra capacity. I don't know. Okay, well. Excuse me. Let's solve some problems at least. Yeah, and I guess you wouldn't have done quite as much damage because you do lose the burst. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I can leave you here to prevent the burst at least. I will, unfortunately, not be getting the Prismatic Dragon Scale proc. Oh well, fine, whatever. Oh god, life is pain. And I don't get the Collector, sadly, but whatever. So to actually do this in a slightly different order. So we're gonna heal. God, I keep doing this in the wrong order. What I meant to do is I meant to fly him down before I kill with Gorgon so I get the extra stats. Okay, I take less pyre damage this way is the only reason we're doing that. Though I do also realize that I'm not killing everything, but that's because I'm letting you guys live. And that changes when we do that. We're gonna just not play out the lava armor, because I do actually want Phoenix to be the one who gets the kills, and so we may as well ensure that Phoenix is getting the kills. There we go. The problem with getting Sprout is I need... Well, I guess we are getting a fair bit of extra attack. I have not been paying good attention to how many infested enemies there are. The Soul Smelter is cute. I just don't know that I can, like, play it ever. I'll still take it, I guess. I don't know. The Punk Shredder, I guess I will take. Even though, again, it's questionable how much it actually matters. So I've got 4 Deployment Ember. Sparkflint Catalyst isn't terrible, though I'm not really well set up to use it currently. Really wish that I had more Deployment Ember. But I have no guarantee that I'm ever going to get more Deployment Ember. And that is a problem. I guess we'll take this. That is less Deployment Ember. Power Stone Housing is cool. Yeah, it is, but wasn't my biggest concern at the moment. Kind of want the Bloodthirsty Blade, but I don't know that I can actually utilize it well. Do I actually want to merge those? I don't know that I do. I also kind of want to put Bloodthirsty Blade on Phoenix. Not sure that that's actually very helpful for me. Sure, this is probably wrong, but we'll do it. And then we dupe... I don't fucking know. None of these are particularly appealing. I guess we dupe this just so we have another intrinsic thing. Yeah, I didn't even read what his variant is. Copy the front enemy unit on the floor at the end of the turn. If there are no enemy units, create a Jeer Mask. Okay. Just to be clear, that works when using an ability too, right? Yeah, it does. Unsurprisingly. Annoyingly, but unsurprisingly. Okay, I do think I probably want to get the Pyre Blooded on the floor. Like, you're not killing, but now Pyre Blood is getting some amount of attack, which is pretty helpful. Yeah, the Jeer Mask is going to hurt the Pyre, so that's not an issue. I did neglect that you are a problem. Yeah... I wanted to put down the Punk Shredder, but I didn't. just... Ugh. Question, obviously there are cases where not doing cards is the correct choice. Can you describe an example? It's fairly rare. Yeah, it's not common. Like, this was kind of the closest you'd see where basically just none of my cards are meaningfully helpful. Like, having another fire starter doesn't really do all that much for me at the moment. If I had, like, a Magma Cultist or something else that was incanting that would benefit from spamming out the spells, it would matter more. And instead, by filling up my deck, it means that I'm drawing into, like, my soul cards less often. And so, increasing the deck size, even if it's a moderately okay card, is maybe not actually worth doing. Especially since in Soul Savior I can't increase my draw, and I can't increase my Ember, yada yada yada. But it's pretty rare that that's actually the case. Oh, if only I had Jack strips. What a world that would be. Okay. Yeah, then you're still a son of a bitch because I didn't plan on this. Maybe I did this wrong. You can increase your draw with some souls, but yeah, it's not as obvious. Yeah. I'm aware that that's a possibility, but in this specific instance, it doesn't really help. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't kill the Collector. Again, also, you're dazed thanks to the Jeer Mask, which is bad. And I didn't get the trample down like I wanted. Yeah, so unfortunately you do get dazed even from that, which I don't love. Yeah, I'm gonna take some pyre damage, which also means I'm not gonna get the Prismatic Dragon skill, which is sort of fine. Like, I've sort of given up on that plan, but it does still depress me. Yeah, having low Ember really is a problem for me. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Especially with Phoenix being dazed for so many turns. I don't know that I can win this fight. Like, if I had... Yeah, there's just a lot of problems. Alright, have a nice night, Fury. God, like, just having no way to increase my deployment Ember and stuff is just so rough. Yeah, I'm just gonna be bleeding out from these guys constantly, and I don't have the capacity to play these out because reasons. You're gonna gonna hurt my pyre pretty badly if you get duped. Then we also take a bunch of damage if we don't kill you. I think it is kind of important that you die, though. I'm going to take a lot of damage. Unfortunately, these guys get a bunch of burst, which is very threatening. Ow. Yeah, and you got duped, which is catastrophic. Still taking a lot of damage from you, to the point where I think we die from you. But I'm not gonna fiddle with it. If we die, we die. That's whatever. Yeah, unsurprisingly, we died. That's fine. We were really struggling, and that's okay. I expect to struggle when I am doing random everything. It just happens. Especially since we have not done enough runs to really power up most of the souls. I have a couple of them leveled up, but for the most part, they're pretty low level. Alright, we'll try... Oops, we're gonna undo that real quick so I can randomize the souls. Fine. Tink seems dumb, but okay. And we have Pyre of Entropy. Okay, whatever. Fair enough. And we have Herzl. Okay. Interesting, I guess. I mean, I don't really give a shit about Pyresmith. How dare you? Blacksmith is maybe fine. Not wild about it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want Pyresmith, but we'll take Pyresmith. I think I kind of need the help right now. Yeah, we'll take this, even though the minus Ember is concerning. Okay, we play one of you out, and then we're still going to get another unit on every floor. And then I would love to not... So the problem is I would love to be playing these, but getting another unit on this floor and then another one next turn is just so good for us. Yeah, I kind of wasn't... Oh, that doesn't hit you because reasons. I keep forgetting. Yeah. We can do that instead, kind of. Fortunately, we're not really using the Keeper very well yet, which is a problem. Oh, I did forget. I actually don't want Herzl in front. I was forgetting that it's a Celebrate trigger, so he has to be alive. Well, let's see what we can do. God, fuck you. Yeah, so Herzl would die. I'm gonna do this with Herzl not in front, just out of curiosity. Because it's not the end of the world if I don't get the Celebrate trigger, but I would prefer the Celebrate trigger. Okay. Wrong ordering, but that's still probably okay. Yeah, you're dying, that's fine. Okay. Alright, well, we aren't able to kill Tibby's little jerk, but that's okay. Everything's fine. Success is acquired. Boilerplate is sort of something. I know the Weldling, though I don't know how reliably we'll draw into it. I guess I do have sketches to pull it out immediately. Kind of. Sure. I wish this cost less. I don't know, I'll take it. I probably shouldn't. Sprout Weldling is something? I mean, that's what I was considering. How dare you? Yeah, I care less about that. Well, that's going to be annoying, but maybe doable. I really want a Merchant of Steel, I think. And I think I also just want to remove cards. Everything is awful, and I just need you to know that. So I will have 4 deployment efforts. Like, I could do the Keeper and then deployable the Steel Polyclaw, and that's not, like, the worst thing I could do. Unfortunately, Merchant of Arms, not in the same position. Still, maybe fine. The Witherbloom sounds awful. Because it is awful, frankly. Whatever, fine. I don't think I want that. We're gonna try to do that. We'll see how it works out. I mean, I want the gold real badly, so I guess we'll do it. Okay, so you are the Sprout one. That is what we wanted, basically. Unfortunately, can't play things out here. Really want my Steel Polyclaw. That's what I want. Bit late for it, but okay. Yeah, we'll see if that's enough. I suspect it's not, given that I have a bunch of Witherbloom and I have fuck all for offense. Yeah, hey, we need so many hits to kill you. Yeah, I think the minus draw is really ruining me, unsurprisingly. Also doesn't help that I can't... A lot of my cards can't really be used to generate charges on this floor without harming me. Thought about playing the Steel Polyclaw on the lower floor so I could, like, pull enemies away from each other. It's not like the worst thing I could be doing, but it's also not what I would like to do. It'd be nice if I didn't have Witherbloom on. Oh, did I forget to use the Forge points when I played you? I don't know how many I actually had. So we're about 100 away. When I survive it, it's just terrible. Yeah, I mean, it's not that crazy bad, but hey. Nope, skip those. I mean, the bogflies aren't the worst thing I've ever seen. Really need you to actually be able to use your ability, though. Okay, I'll take the bogflies. We got problems, so be it. I don't care in the slightest about healing. Don't need the Rail Forge. I guess we're going here, especially because I do want removals. Okay. Well, let's do the reroll. Okay. It's not what I meant to click on. What I meant to click on was this, so I can deployable that. And then we're going to remove you and you. And then we're going to do remove consume on that. And we're going to minus cost that. Yeah. There's a lot of other things I would like to do too, but like this at least helps a fair bit. Stasis Welder, would it proc? It should. But so be it. Here we are. Alright. Don't love the Witherbloom situation. Yeah, we'll try this. It's not what I want. Okay. Can't set up quite like that. Whoops. Yeah, part of the issue is I can't bait the boss to another floor and play out my units. Like, I could just not play the Keeper of Echoes in front, which I was considering doing. Because then it'll be pulled out, hopefully, with, well, that's where we wanted it, basically. You're the Siphon one. Unfortunately, I do just take a lot of damage from all the garbage. which is not helpful. Keeps them alive for the moment. I'm not happy about it. Yeah, like, I just don't have good enough anything. We're trying here. I really want a second Keeper of Echoes, but I'm not sure I can manage that. Also, again, I meant to spend Forge Points, and I didn't. Still weirds me out that Collector spawn in the boss battles. Yeah, the Wither Bloom is just so atrocious for what I'm trying to do. It really punishes me for having a large floor. Oh, whoops. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I forgot that I should probably steal you away. So they're at least not gaining regen. Well, okay, we at least got the shelter this turn. Okay, that works. Herzl dies. I actually meant to play with the other shelter. I don't think it really affects things. Yeah, that gets me killed, unsurprisingly. Life is pain. It would also help if I actually leveled up Herzl. Can you grab the floors unit? No. Or at least, I don't believe you can. Maybe you can, but I didn't think you could. Alright, well there we go. Okay. Once again, Herzl doesn't survive to proc his thing. I don't really care too much about that. So the sentry turret is appealing, except that I can't steal Polyclot, so if it ends up on the wrong floor, it doesn't actually help me. Also, again, haven't gotten any value out of Sprout yet. Not, like, wildly surprised by that. It is disappointing, though. I mean, the sentry turret's good. We're not gonna worry about it, whatever. We're not taking Steel Steward. Honestly, I will take that, I guess. I don't know. Life is pain. Yeah. I guess we're going here. It's fine. Do I need the removals? Kind of. Kind of. I can also just remove things myself, so I don't really want to. I think we're still doing that, though. Yep, we're not taking those. We will remove these. Yeah, I'll just minus cost that, I guess. Here we go! The Minus Number should be fine now that we have Solaris. Everything else, though, a lot less so. Oh, I did forget about this very specific problem. Well, let's do the Steel Polyclaw and see what happens. Okay, so you can just fly your way to victory. Yeah, and then I have to contend with you, or I can do like this and pull you up here. Oh, forgot that I could do this slightly differently. Because what I could do, use the Fire Shot to weaken you guys, and then do all this. And get the kill on you. Like, I'm still going to take some damage, and it's honestly not a big deal that I'm going to take damage, but I still like to avoid it while I can. Grab the bell. Yeah, already doing it. Would love to kill you, but... Well, I guess we'll put that there. I don't know. Okay, so let's do this. And then you can fly up here where it's vaguely safe. And we'll do this first so we can get more forge points. Then we can pull you up here. And then we'll shelter you all. And then my deck will continue being not amazing. And then, yes, we take the burst, or the amalgam damage, which is, admittedly, a little infuriating. Like, my damage output is not good. At least my Weldling is finally building up some permanent stats. I do appreciate that. Okay, there we go. I don't get to play the shelter, but I do hit the break point where you die, and it does prevent me from crying deep and terrible, unknowable tears. Whatever, we're gonna take some pyre damage, but I really wanted to play the shelter, so we play the shelter. Well, hers will still die in the way. I guess I can sacrifice a bogfly instead. Again, it doesn't really matter that much if Herzl isn't getting the Celebrate procced. I just would like to avoid it if I can. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then we just don't take that damage. Still took a lot of damage on this fight, but, like, we're trying here. Okay, at least our Weldling looks a lot better than it did mere moments ago. So that's something. God, I do like Trap Shoot, though. I don't think we're doing it here. I don't think we want the Geared Gauntlet, but, like, maybe. I think the answer is no. We definitely want these Eternal Kinstones. Too bad this guy doesn't gain reanimate stacks. I mean, for the most part, I am happy that he doesn't, but yes. Okay, so presumably if I move... So if I move Sprout, it won't take away the attack from him. So if I dupe him, then he should still maintain that permanent attack. In which case, I think I probably want to go here so I can, like, make a second Weldling, probably. Yeah, I don't care so much about that. Okay, so now we can use the Pyre shot way more often. Yeah, there's not really any downside to doing that. I also kind of want to do it on the Keeper just to give him some HP to start, since that makes my life a lot easier. We'll do that, I guess. Okay, well, we still got a bunch of problems, but they are my problems. So we're gonna do that. I think we're getting rid of one of the bog flies, even though they are generally helpful. But if I get rid of... I mean, it's sort of okay if I let one of them not get played out during deployment. Okay, I am going to get rid of you, though, and I'm going to get rid of a Steel Pulley Claw, I think. And we're going to call that good enough for now and see how it is. Do I want to be on bottom floor? I don't know. I suspect the answer is yes, so let's do it. Yeah, because I don't really want to have to deal with the amalgams if I can avoid it. Yeah, well, you guys didn't cooperate in the way that I had hoped, but fine. So you're the one siphon? Okay, so we want you first, then. Living the life of no ping spell versus Jeer Mask. Yeah, well, here we are. That's just life now. Yeah, I'll just do that. I kind of wanted to reap onto Tivi, but I think just gaining the stats is just so much better for me. And every other turn, I get to use the Pyro Shot now, which turns out is good. Okay, so now I play you. So you gain some beautiful, beautiful stats. We blow up some things. We get mad that I can't hit the stealth dude. Oh well. Then we shelter, and we do all that. Except you did get copied, which is a little annoying, but not the end of the world. Yeah, I'll just do that. Although I'm gonna get dazed, whatever. It's not an insane amount of days. It's just a little bit of days. And we're all good. Look at us go. A dramatic improvement over where we once were. He does gain a lot of regen, but that's fine. Look at us go. I don't hate Assembly Room, but I don't think I can use it. Like, I do have the extra Ember from Solaris, so, like, I can sort of use it, but it is a lot of problems for me. Especially because it would be adding 2 of them to the deck as well. It is interesting, though, because I could use it to dupe Keepers, and that's pretty good for me. Fuck it. We'll take it. We can't be stopped. Random floor has +3 capacity at the end of combat. The front friendly unit on that floor gains capacity and stats and health. Well, that would be good in a different world that we're not living in. And I can't use Red Hot. I don't have any equipment, but Gas Bud is probably fine. Although I did just already get Titanite on you, which is a little annoying. Yeah, it does minus cost him. And I did want to dupe the Keeper, though that's more awkward now with my capacity situation. Still, I think we're just taking it. I think that's fine. Does also give him Endless, which isn't like the worst thing, kind of. Although I won't really be able to use it well. Fine. Unsurprisingly, I can't afford that. I mean, Fused Pyre Shard is not the worst thing for us. Juggernaut. Yeah, that's gonna be a no. Fine. Kinda didn't want to spend my gold on it, but hey. I don't need 2 of these. Well, I really want the gold, so we'll see what we can do. And now I have extra gold that I can't do anything about. Okay, so you can just fly down here of your own volition. You are now a member of society. Okay, and now we gain perma power on the pyre, which is cute, because it'll make it all further things more powerful. Okay, so we're going to pull you down. Oh, it did give them burst. Honestly, not that concerned. Oh, whoops. Wrong order. Yeah, not actually killing you. Well, fine. I have much better defense than offense, kind of. Didn't really want to do that, but I just wanted to make sure they were dying without my intervention. Okay, well, the bogfly does not matter now. But that's okay. We have an army of keepers. It would be much better if they had, like, multi-strike, but they don't. But, boy, do we gain a lot of armor, and we're just generally gaining an okay amount of stats now. Yeah, that wouldn't kill anything, so we don't use that. That's fine. It's annoying that we missed out on the collector. Oh well. So be it. So be it. Oh, right. I mean, the pyre plating is sort of cute, but we're not going to take it. We will take Herschel's hammer, I guess. Ambient charge is not the worst for us, but I think we're just not going to take it. So I could dupe the Keeper. I maybe want to dupe the Keeper. It's a little awkward with things, but I think overall it's probably worth doing. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I have nothing that can use this. I can't really make good use of that either. Sure. I may do it on the Eternal Kinstone, I think. It's also very good on the Shelter. Do I want 2 Void Armaments? Kind of. I'm gonna not, though. Maybe it would be correct to do so. And then we're doing the Keeper, I guess. And here we are. This is life. Kind of need the hit count. Kind of. Kind of. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so we pull you first. You're just gonna do your own thing. That's whatever. I do want the assembly room, but I think maybe we wait on the assembly room. Just to power it up, we'll do this. And I know I could have flown the Bogfly down here. I didn't want to, because what I wanted to do is I wanted to get you. I could sort of pivot away from some things I'm doing. We'll see what we're offered later, I guess. Okay, it's a bit rough, but we do survive. Okay. Just go ahead and do that. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the assembly room up yet. I don't know that I really need it, but we're going to do it just in case. Look at us go. Okay. It's a little greedy, but we are making our pyre way stronger by allowing it to kill things. Okay, so I think what we actually want to do is we want to fly the Bogfly out of the way so we can dupe a keeper again. And there we go. Look at us go. What a world. Alright, we definitely don't need accelerated incubation. Again, I kind of want the sentry turret, but we really can't meaningfully use the sentry turret. I'm not taking Anvil Breaker, even though it sort of does work for us. I'm not taking 2 more keepers, though I do kind of want to dupe a keeper. Endless, extinguish, draw +1. No. We're really late for silver. Would have loved it earlier, but hey. Pyre gains +2 attack and +3 HP permanently when champion kills unit. Champions, yeah, we'll take that. Alright, don't fuck me with the capacity loss. It should be fine overall. Like, even if I have to take amalgam damage, who cares? I guess I'll go here. Knuckler Steward is cool, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Yeah, I'll take Heaven's Light, I guess. Take that. Do I want lost luggage? I don't super need lost luggage, but the problem with keeping gold for the next shop is I don't have that many upgrade slots available. Like, I can put them on the weldlings, I guess. I think that is what we're doing. Oh yeah, and I have Pyre Entropy. It doesn't matter. We have doesn't matter in the slightest. I think we can afford this. We probably don't need to, but it also feels wrong not taking every shot. Okay, so you're just going to explode some dudes. I guess for the moment we'll do this, though I don't think we actually need you long term. We're gonna kill that. I guess I need to kill that one, but kill those and play with some junk, and here we are. If only you had a lower cooldown, my dude, but you don't. Also, I'd really like the assembly room. So I don't have the other weldling, which is fine. We have the sprout one, and frankly, at this point, I don't super care. Well, you are not dying, and that is a concern. Yeah, I procs the Ember Staff, which I had almost forgotten about as I was debating what to do. We'll take a little bit of damage, that's okay. We're gonna have way more than enough gold going into the next thing. Did I not already have two of these guys? What? Why am I losing it? Oh, that's right. He gets descended. I totally spaced out that we're on top floor. There's a reason I've been setting up on bottom floor. Yeah, don't mind me. I am a little out of it. I'm just so used to it doing what I want it to do. Just 100% wasn't paying enough attention. Question, what's the difference between multi-strike and burst, and why is burst so cheap in the shop? Burst is temporary multi-strike. So every strike, you lose one stack of burst, basically. And that's the difference. So that's why burst is so cheap, is that it just isn't sticking around nearly as long. Okay. A concern, but let's see what we can do. God, these guys just get so much stats, it's ridiculous. Okay, we can kill those guys with the Echo Snare, so at least that part is solved. Unfortunately, I can't proc the Ember Staff yet. Oh well, here we are. Oh, life is painful, and that's just how it is. We're not quite killing like this, but we're basically killing everything that matters. Yeah, it would be nice with the Herzl's Hammer. I also did this in the wrong order. That's fine. Yeah. It's okay. We're fine. Everything's okay. I did miss out on a bunch of stats by not having him first. But that's okay. Unfortunately, I can't get the Weldling now, but, like, who cares? Whatever. We'll just chill out there, generating some armor, I guess. And then we will fly one of you fine folks out of the way, so then we can make another keeper. And then we'll be annoyed at how much of our ember we're spending on that garbage. Oh, whatever. Now I get 2 of them killed instead of 1. Who cares? Alright. Well, here we are. It's all coming together. God, our pyre attack is getting real high now. Full throttle is not bad, except for the part where it's very difficult for me to play. I really, really wish I could look at the map. Pretty confident, though, that up next is just a Merchant of Steel, which is fine, but not what I wanted. Skip those. Really wish I could reduce Herzl's cooldown. Technically, we could hit the event that gets us an off-clan rare card, and we can maybe get the Pyreborn Tome. That is unlikely, but it's a possibility. I probably want to get rid of one of the bog flies so I can get the Weldlings both out with sketches. I maybe even just want to get rid of both bog flies, so then I know for sure that the Weldlings are going to be on the right floors. Let's go here either way. Actually, probably should have gotten the artifact, but like, who cares? Yeah, Multi-Strike 2 is pretty appealing here. I'm not really using my forge points. I don't actually want those, especially because they're bugged right now, or Enduring Steel is bugged. But whatever, fine. So let's do this first, at least. Great, fine. I mean, we'll take Bone Dog's Pendant, since it's 25% HP. That does represent a lot of HP if I should need it, which I suspect I won't, but, you know, just in case. I could do Burst 4, I guess. You know what? I will do that just to make sure. No, am I really? I'm not going to. Fuck that. Okay, as sad as it is, we're getting rid of 2 bog flies. Like, they've done good work for us, but they just don't actually matter anymore. The rest of these we'll just keep, even though I can't really play out both Herzl's hammers very easily, but fine, who cares? I have so much money that I cannot really use. Alright, reduce capacity by 1 and trigger Gorge on resolve. That should be fine for us. So, we just are going to pull you down here. Go ahead and solve target problem. Yeah, anyways, we're doing some damage. We take a little bit of damage on the pyre, who cares? He ate some of our pyre, or some of our capacity, but oh well. And you gain a rage. Like, he does have a lot of attack, but we're going to be generating an obscene amount of defense, so that is okay. It's a shame that the shelters are not infused, but, like, whatever. Endless with Burst is also pretty funny. Yes, that is one of the better ways to use Burst. I still don't love Burst as a mechanic, but whatever. It's fine. Whoops. Once again, did not do that in the right order. Who cares? Whatever. Unfortunately, I won't be able to dupe my Keeper again because I don't have capacity, but that's fine. Like, I could just not be worrying about this Weldling, since, like, another Keeper is maybe better for us, and by maybe, I mean it kind of undeniably is. Yeah, it's limited in its use, but it can definitely go certain combos. Yeah, like, it has standout moments, and I think overall it's fine. I just don't... It does not appeal to my sensibilities. Like, I have seen a number of people who are very keen on Burst. And, like, especially at lower Covenant, if you're doing the daily challenge, like, it does feel a lot more meaningful. Because it helps you get, like, early boss kills and all that. I'll tell you right now, I don't care in the slightest. I like it with the card that gives it to the whole floor. It's a fun boost. Yeah, there are some, like, cool aspects to Burst. Like, I do think that Full Throttle, the one that gives Burst the whole floor, I think that's good. It's a similar but distinct card to Minds of Their Own, which makes all units with equipment attack immediately. It's a powerful, useful card, and I think it's overall fun to use. Similarly, I think Railgun is largely a good implementation of Burst. The unit where you can pay X to give it X burst. And, like, I think that's cool, and I think overall it plays into Railforge's ability to generate extra Ember. I will say, the existence of the Titans is another reason that I get annoyed at Burst, because in every other fight, basically, you can, like, bank up the Burst, especially in non-flying fights. You can bank up the Burst if you want, and then you'll have it when you need it. But against the Titans, even if the Titans are at 1 HP, your Railgun will just keep firing until it runs out of Burst, which is really annoying and dumb. I know why it works that way, but I really wish it didn't. Like, it just is yet another reason why I wish that the Titans actually just individually died. instead of sticking around to annoy you until Dominion dies. So, like, again, I'm not, like, totally against Burst altogether. I do think there are cool implementations for it. But, for the most part, it's by far not my favorite mechanic. Neither of these are helpful. I would go so far as to call them distinctly unhelpful. Yeah, that's probably fine. It just means they'll still have enough Ember later on in a fight. And I do want to be playing all my starter cards when they show up because they just proc the keepers, and that's what I want. This is the best song in the DLC. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. Unfortunately, the random capacity hit the floor that we cared about, and then life gets a little more awkward. Yeah, you'll die if we do that, which is fine. Perzel has tons of HP thanks to the situation at hand. So instead, we do this. Also, I accidentally did that in the wrong order. That's fine. Yeah, our Pyre is quite something. Although actually I'm going to do this in a different order where I actually play out my fractures first. I like the 2-cost sentry turret more than I thought I would when I realized it shoots every enemy individually when they move in/up. Yeah, it's not clear that that's how it works from the text, but yes, that is how it works. I will say, I do think it's too strong. I do think it actually should probably get nerfed. I don't know if it will get nerfed. I also still maintain that it should be a rare banner unit instead of being a non-banner unit. Namely, it should swap places with Juggernaut, because Juggernaut shouldn't be a rare banner unit. It should, like, if it were not a rare banner unit, it should, like, get a minor nerf to its stats, of course. But, so what? Does it shoot when enemies come in? It does not. They don't count as... Otherwise, it would, like, proc shift on enemies as soon as they spawn, which it does not. But it does automatically trigger when they ascend to that floor. Okay, so we do this. Okay, we're just not going to worry about the Pyre damage because who really cares? Although I could have procced the Vercel Ember Staff, I just wasn't thinking about it. Oh, sorry, Send only. I hadn't tried on the first floor. Good to know, though. Yep. Yep. Yeah, maybe it's a bit on the busted side, especially when multi-strike gets in the mix. Yeah, also consider that you can give it Iron Tongue, and then it does a sweep attack for every single enemy that moved onto the floor. Yes, its attack is capped at 30 in that instance, but I'll tell you right now, that's still enough to, like, wipe every wave. And again, it's quick sweep before enemies... Like, it's quick sweep that is faster than quick sweep, without needing to upgrade it with quick or sweep. Like, I think it's a cool design for a unit. It's definitely above curve, though. Like, it is very much stronger than it should be. Okay, we're going to... I keep forgetting to proc the Ember Staff because I'm angry about Sentry Turret. Anyways, we're keeping the Pyre Shot for this next turn when Life Mother's on the floor, because that is just more helpful for us. No, wrong order again, so that's fine. And then just, you know, 2,000 damage. Not bad. But anyways, yeah, sentry turret, cool unit. I like it a lot. I do think it should be a rare banner unit where... Because, like, yes, there are trade-offs. It would make it so it's easier to, like... to abuse the sentry turret, kind of. Since, you know, it would be available in deployment, so you could also give it equipment in deployment phase. Yada, yada, yada. That's fine, because in exchange, you also just wouldn't see it nearly as often. And so, like, we already do that with rare banner units. That's how so many rare banner units already are, is that they are above curve power level, and they are allowed to be so because you aren't going to see them in most runs. Okay, let's play out the correct ones. We take some damage from the Vengeful Shards, who cares? We have so much HP. Okay. There we go. And we just easily murder. It doesn't matter that we're giving her like 100 regen, not when every unit has, you know, like 400 attack. The front one is getting dramatically reduced stats because of all the melees that she's getting. Giving us, but there we go. Weldling carried the run-ons back. It certainly did a lot of work for us early. Well, kind of. There's a lot of instances where we struggled to get it to do anything, but it did have moments of brilliance. But, you know, then we just made a bunch of keepers, and it was real good. And also, we exploded everything with Pyro Shot. Alright, so Sparky leveled up. It just is higher stats now. We unlocked Metamind. When played, add 1 upgrade slot. Spells have a max of 5 upgrade slots. Interesting. Don't know how useful that actually is in a mode where there's a much more limited availability to shops. Silver 3, higher stat. You know, I definitely misread Silver last time. When I said after the next 2 flying bosses are defeated, I read that as I have to beat 2 flying bosses and then I get the reward. Pretty confident it means just after each of the next couple flying bosses you get the reward. Totally spaced out, even though I did know that at one point. I will say, I like the picture for Savanta. Apply 0 Ember, take HP damage equal to the base cost. Gotcha. Okay. Sarge. Celebrates. Gain 1 upgrade slot and 10 HP permanently. Units have a max of 5 upgrade slots. Yeah. So that's the unit version of that. Gotcha. I don't know why these are saying that they're at 3 of 3, even though it looks like they're not upgrading. Whatever. Not important. Maybe I just interrupted the process. Because sometimes it has issues with that, like while it's calculating score and all that jazz. Out of curiosity. Yeah, they did upgrade. It just didn't show it properly because I interrupted it. Okay, so for every 100 gold spent, gain plus 10 attack. Alright. Damage shield 4 is not bad. Are there any others that leveled up? Random floor is plus 5 capacity. I really dislike it being a random floor, but whatever. End of combat, front-friendly unit on that floor gains plus 1 capacity, plus 10 attack, plus 35 HP if there's available capacity. Fair enough. No Butterball's a sad life. Well, I know roughly what Butterball does, and that it makes them similar to Primordium, where they just get eaten. Yeah, plus 10 HP. This unit can be eaten to gain its attack and HP. Yada, yada, yada. That's fine. Anyways, we will play more of that later, but for the time being, we are going to go back to normal runs. Ooh. Alright, which crown are we doing next? I do like Soul Savior. It does irk me having less access to Ember and capacity upgrades in particular, I will say. But for the most part, it's fun. And I do think it will probably be more interesting once I have more souls unlocked and leveled up. It would also be a little less ridiculous, obviously, if I wasn't doing random. But I'm having fun doing that, even though it does make some of the starts pretty dire. Anyways, what are we doing here? I kind of want to do a Hef. I don't know. I also kind of just want to do a random champion, but then we are starting to get a few crowns here. I don't want to repeat any crowns. I don't know, let's just do a Hef and something and keep it simple. I guess Hef and Lazarus. Do I want the erratic assistance? I maybe do. That's not what I was trying to look at. I was trying to look at this. Okay. Yeah, there's a number of good things we could do. But yeah, we'll take the erratic assistance. That's fine. And you better not give me Pyroentropy. Well, there go the erratic assistance, I guess. How you doing, Enkidu? You had to run with Husk, Hermit, Grump 3, and later dupe those to take turns feeding each other with ration fees. Yep. Well, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna take the Armament Drive. At some point, I do need to master the cards that I don't have mastered. Organ Harvester is not bad, but we're gonna take the Horrify, I think. Sure, even though I don't like it being 2 cost. Those are not what I was hoping to see. I will take the Plague Doctor, though. But, like, I don't love that all of my banner units basically are 2 cost, and I've got the 2 cost Weldlings as well. It's just a little infuriating. Fine. Yeah, I guess we'll take Abyssal Prism. I don't have great use cases for it. Okay, we're taking Weaponsmith. Which is what I was hoping to see, kind of in general, but especially when I got the Armament Drive. Okay. Don't mind me as we just cram you full of equipment. Doesn't matter too much what the equipment actually does. All that matters is that we're giving you a bunch of stats. Unfortunately, we're not giving you a ton of armor yet, but we're trying. Yeah, I was really hoping for a blue infusion, partly for exactly this reason. We're getting low-ish on health, which does concern me. But, oh well, we'll see what we can do. Uh, uh, Yeah, we'll just not take the damage, that's fine. I mean, it's hard to beat the first flying boss with no upgrades, yikes. We are fairly powerful. That is definitely the case. Yeah, I guess we just leave you be for now. My poor Madman infusion that does fuck all. God, I didn't even remember that we had the Weldling because we haven't seen it in forever. Well, we're gonna wait because this Plague Doctor kills there already, and then we build up a little bit of Forge, and then we do this fun little thing called we forge some equipment. Technically could have done that a little better, but mostly doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, I did do that wrong, where I was supposed to give the equipment not to the Conductor Steward, because I meant to actually use the Conductor Steward's ability. We're not going to reset the turn, though, because it does not matter. I mean, Steel Polyclaw is good. Maybe want it. I guess I'll consider it. Guess I'll take it. So, like, It's Alive is not bad. Forevermore Serum is also quite good, just in general, but especially when we have Abyssal Prism. Was mostly lurking, but went back to say that I feel like that Soul Savior is an objectively inferior mode to the main game. As fun as it is new, and it's not bad, but it's nowhere near the balance and quality of the main mode. I mean, it's meant to appeal to different people, which is why they are separate modes rather than, like, iterating upon the main mode. And, like, yeah, I like Soul Savior so far. I definitely prefer the main game mode, which is partly why we've been playing it so much. And I suspect that's largely going to be the popular opinion. Like, I don't think people are going to wholesale abandon the main mode to play Soul Savior. But, again, it's meant to appeal to different people. It's meant to appeal to people who like that sense of getting stronger over time. Especially, like, you know, Monster Train and plenty of other roguelike games have pretty consistently get people asking, like, hey, before I buy this game, does it have permanent progression? Because I want permanent progression. And also, again, like, Soul Savior is meant to kind of double down on the ability to do ridiculous things. Because there are some, like, really ridiculous soul combinations that you can utilize. But anyway, so yeah, like, it is meant to appeal to different people, and I think that's overall fine. I don't think that's a big deal. We're gonna do It's Alive, even though I do think I should probably do the Serum. And I didn't really want to use the Plague Doctor, but it is fine if I do. It's just, I would like to go to the Merchant of Steel, because if we hit, like, Quick, or Multi-Strike, or both, not that I can really afford both, but nonetheless, that would be a huge, massive increase in our power. Going here, mostly we'd be looking for, like, holdover on It's Alive. I mean, like, yeah, games don't need to have permanent progression, Tom. Like, I'm not saying they do, but it's not a bad thing for them to make a mode to appeal to people who do like permanent progression. But, like, yeah, not every game is going to have permanent progression, just like not every game is going to have co-op, even though so often I see people asking for co-op in literally every game, whether it makes any sense or not. And, like, I like co-op games. I like co-op games. But you don't need to ask for co-op in literally every single game. Just like not every game needs to have ultra-wide support. Don't need ultra-wide support in every game. Anyways, all this said, I don't know what we actually want here. I do kind of want to go here looking for, like, test subject alpha. It would be nice. But I think we're just going to go here. Dualism is not helpful. I don't need another one of either of those. I really should have taken the Forevermore Serum, I'll be very clear, but I didn't. Yeah, I do just want to reroll. Okay, Multi-Strike is quite good for us. My problem now is just I need better survivability. And we'll see what we can do. Yeah, unfortunately, the minus Ember does cause us some grief. Oh well. Here we are. So we'll be less powerful, but I think we're still doing it now. And the big problem, though, is I need better survivability. This will be less an issue as we rank up Hef. Because she'll give just, you know, more stats, basically. Oh, wrong ordering. Also, I'm a little sad I can't get the Weldling. Whatever, fine. And also, I don't love taking damage here, but it is generally correct. Anyways, the thing we're doing is we're just going to grab... I think we're going to grab you. It's either grab this one so I don't have to deal with as many Scourges, or we grab one of the Spearmen so that we take less damage next turn. Okay, so we forge you, and then we get to pull you up there. We take a little bit more damage, whatever that's like. Unfortunately, we just drew the armament drive, which I would really love to have, but that's okay. Nonetheless, we'll grab another Conductor Steward, and that'll be grand and exciting. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it like that, I guess. I'm not wildly concerned at the moment. In fact... I mean, it's fine. I don't actually need to worry about any of this. I have the kill, but... Alright, for once we actually get to use Abyssal Prism. And then we attack the first time. And then we attack the second time. And then just for good measure, we do that. And there's the kill. Ta-da! I mean, Boilerplate's cute, except that I'm not really generating good forge. I'll skip it. Replicator Ray is cute. Yeah, fine. Give it to me. Oh, I did forget. Okay, it's gonna be a little weird. Yeah, I do kind of want the Merchant of Arms. But we are gonna go here, although deployable on things would have been nice. Double stack is good. It's not what I was hoping for, though. Holdover is fine. Yeah, I really did want Pincushion earlier. I mean, we're not going to do Pincushion. It would be quite good for us. That is what I was hoping we were going to get from the initial draft. The Meat Hook is also sort of interesting, but I think ultimately we're not going to, maybe. Yeah, like, I should maybe take it, but hey. I will take the Wildwood Tome, and we'll see if we can actually put it to good use. But I do really want the Quick, and this does sort of mitigate my problems in a number of ways. So got a number of problems, but it does mitigate them. So, Conductor, we do that. Although at this rate, then you're here, and I don't know if we can handle that. Yeah, I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, I was really hoping we were going to get other things. But that's still okay-ish. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that. Okay. Now, sky's the limit. Alright, we're now quick. You're dazed. We explode things. It's largely pretty great for us. We are, what you might say, pretty heckin' strong. Sure, we'll just daze you instead of doing other things. We almost kill. Oh, actually, we'll do this slightly differently because I think we can kill before we end the turn, which means I don't have to take the Vengeful Shard damage. Because I neglected to notice that I could give you some extra attack. There we go. I mean, Scrapper Parts is kind of cute, but I need Endless to really use it. Railforge Spike is not bad, but it doesn't really matter to us. We'll just skip those. We're going to take Ember for now, because I have problems, and Ember solves some of them. Alright, well that's fairly appealing. Weaponsmith 2 it is. I don't know that we need weapons cache. Subscriber parts with Endless Conductor would have been cute. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice, but we don't have a ton of gold and need to hit certain things. I do kind of want the weapons cache. The problem is that what I really want to do is I want to put deployable on the steel polyclaw. Maybe. Probably. There is a Merchant of Arms, so I can deployable one. There's another Merchant of Arms there. Maybe. I'd have to take more Ember to really do that, which is fine. I don't totally hate that. And it does make us a fair bit stronger. Sure, I'll take it, I guess. And actually, God, if I just had slightly more gold, I could take the Smidge Stone and I wouldn't need the Steel Polyclaw so much. I could also just do the Smidge Stone instead of the Multi-Strike, but I really want the Multi-Strike, so we're gonna do the Multi-Strike. I mostly should just be removing cards from my deck. That's what I should be doing. Oh, wrong order. Whoops. Forgot that we do actually have the rally effect from the conductor. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Okay. That's fine. Okay, well, here we are. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then we're going to pull, I guess, you up first. And we can play that. And just give you a whole bunch of attack. And then you already have quick, so I don't actually need to use the Conductor Steward. And then everything's okay. You know what? Just so we can avoid some of the corruption, we're going to do that, and then we're going to pull you up here, and then we're going to put that right there. And then we may as well just give the team a whole buff. Overall, I will say that this is working out what we in the biz would call, you know, pretty well. Oh, I did forget to move you up, though. Who really cares? Okay, let's just make you stronger so you can impart even more armor. And then let's do this. Like, yeah, we lose some of the stats as we overwrite the equipment, but we're still giving, like, plus 20, plus 10 every time we do it. Which is not bad. Alright, well, here we go. If I could pull Corrin up here, I would. Alright, well, let's have some fun. And just for good measure, we'll daze, and then we'll activate attack number 1, which is enough to get the kill. And if not, then we would have done attack number 2 with the other Conductor Steward, and then we would have actually gotten our attack for the turn, which would have gone first. So, you know, that would have been nice. We can dupe Hef. That is also true, and likely what I should be doing, because then we get the extra Artificer stats. Specifically, there are other things I would... Well, we'll see what we can do. Full Throttle is good, but it is expensive. Still, maybe worth taking. I kind of want the Trap Shoot, but I'm pretty confident we don't need the Trap Shoot when we have Holdover Horrify already, so take the Full Throttle and see if we can actually use it. Double-Edged Bear is cute, but it's not cute enough. So there we go. Alright, we're going here. Sure. Okay. So, we're going to start with deployable weapons cache. What would I want to do? I lean towards the Horrify, I think. Another armament drive isn't bad, but I would really like to do some slightly different things with that. Yeah, we'll just dupe that, I guess. I'm not totally convinced by that, but hey. This is gonna look weird, but we're going to take a glass cannon, and then we're going to purge some chaff. That's... Well, I've got 6 deployment number. Yeah, that's fine for now. Oh no, it's Quoto! Alright, so, we'll do that. Once again, the wrong order. It doesn't tons matter, but it is the wrong order, and so we will do it correctly. In which case, we play you out first, then we play these guys so they get the bonuses. Yeah, we do it like that. Sadly, can't do the armament drive. Weirdly, I'm going to greedily not use Hef's ability right now. Well, I should have just used the ability. And I'm only going to keep one of those, and I suspect I actually don't need to keep any of them. Although I guess we don't have quick yet. Okay. Well, here's the deal. Because with Abyssal Prism, it hits every unit. And so it hits every single one of them as long as they have an equipment on them. So we get a second Hef, we get a second Plague Doctor, we get a second Weldling. So, you know, here we are. Unfortunately, we don't have the quick yet, but I decided just not to take fire damage. Oh, well, my hand's full, but that's fine. Alright, well, look at us go. We may or may not be a little bit obscene now. Turns out, there's some cool things you can do with Weaponsmith Hef. You know, also works pretty well with what Lazarus has got going on. I won't even say that Lazarus is the best clan combo for Hef, but like, it is a good clan combo for her. It does so little damage because of the Titan skin. Oof. Can't even get another Conductor Steward up here because we have no, like we're all filled up. Alright, well, just for good measure. Ta-da! Alright, well, this is our deck now. I'm not gonna take another, well... I'll skip. I'm gonna skip. Mix-a-Lot's not a bad card, but I basically never take it. This build smells of the new anti-Dominion rants. I mean, it's gonna be fine. But yes, it is going to be annoying that we're gonna have to wait for Dominion. And again, it's gonna be frustrating that I have the ability to daze both Savagery and Dominion every turn, thereby preventing myself from taking any pyre damage. But I am incentivized to not do that for my own sanity, which is annoying that that's the case. Anyways, we're going here since we have the extra stuff. I think we're just taking quick so I don't have to bother playing out the tome, since that does uncomplicate my life some. Alright, so we're getting rid of you, because we don't really need to. We're getting rid of another one of you, I guess. Oh, I don't need the Wildwood Tome now. We'll leave it like that for now. Damage shields. Like, we should be fine on any floor. I think maybe we do bottom floor. Once again, wrong order, but that's fine. We'll not reset it. We just need to buff the Plague Doctor is the main thing. Just so she has a little bit more HP. Okay. Yeah, I'll wait on that, I guess. Even though it feels like a waste not to use your ability, but that's okay. We can keep pulling Kale down with Steel Polyclaw. Unfortunately, it's non-boss. It may or may not be perhaps too strong if it could hit bosses as well. Yeah, there's no reason not to do that, basically. I'm gonna get the Replicator Ray next turn. I was hoping to get it this turn, but we didn't. And that's fine overall. And then we use your ability to equip yourself. And then we do that. And then we do that because we can. And then we equip you. And Kale's dead. Ta-da! Look at us go. Alright, we need Ember. Although need is perhaps a strong word. I'm not actually convinced we need it, but we're taking it. Please give me Intrinsic. Yeah. Yeah, there's some really good things we could do. I think we still want Intrinsic on the Replicator Ray. Maybe I just want Intrinsic on the Armament Drive. I think we want on the Replicator Ray. Yeah, that's fine. I don't actually care for the spell chain. Fine. Was hoping for different things. I mean, overall, this is okay. What do you got for me? Oh yeah, this is the first time we've seen this. You come across the abandoned train yard with rusty train cars and pallets of scrap. You put on your apron and inspect the salvage and pulling out a few blueprints. That is not correct grammar. Might as well tune her up while we're here. Which trainer do you want to tinker with? Yeah. So, she is still here, but there is different dialogue to explain why she is wearing her apron. I do like her apron look. I like her winter coat look more than her apron look, but her new look is definitely so cool. I really like her champion design. I don't think any of these matter. If I didn't already have 3 equipment, I would grab the hammer so I'd have a third one to pull out with the weapons cache, but we don't need to. We will do the Spell Sanctum mod. I guess, maybe. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Oh yeah, and whatever. Whatever, we'll take this. It technically barely maybe matters sometimes, but basically it doesn't matter because we're not going to be on that floor, and if we were on that floor, we'd be overwriting the room anyways with the weapons cache and the steel pulley claw, and that's just not important to us. Almost did that in the wrong order. This time I remembered to play the steward before the other dudes, but then I almost forgot to do the weapons cache first. Okay, so unfortunately we don't have quite what we're hoping for, but that's fine. Which is to say, I don't have the steel pulley claw, so I can't pull down the welding, which is partly why we want to do things slightly differently in the future. Also, I don't have the ember to play him. But that's okay. Well... Look at us go. And now we can just re-equip everybody else. Because why not? I was about to say that I guess I'll just have to daze them repeatedly, but I don't. I can just pull them down with the Pulley Claw. Why would I bother dazing when I can just do that? Yes. Look at us gaining plus 60 attack with every equip we do. Alright, we can get the Weldling finally, though he's not very strong because I don't have anything to equip him with, but that's fine. We've still got a good chunk of armor. Since enemies just cannot meaningfully hurt me. Well, here we go. I also could be getting extra attacks with the Conductor Stewards. It's just that it does not matter. Oh no, it's a Thane! What a terrible fate. Alright, extra attack number 1. More than enough. Who would have guessed? Yeah, I'll take another armament drive. That's a little greedy. I'm not going to take the Replicator Ray because we cannot use it. I'm going to go here, I guess. Does not help. I'll take the Ember Staff, I guess. Already full health. I mean, these are cute, but they just don't affect us in any meaningful way. I'll just double check. So I do have 8, so I can do this. It barely matters, just so we can get more Weldlings. Yeah, all of these are fine. Like, I don't actually need some of the things, but they're fine. Okay, so we play these out in the correct order. And then we swap to the Pulley Claw. Yeah, unfortunately. No, this should be fine. Because then I get 1 Ember back and I can do the Replicator Ray. I will take damage this way. Which I don't actually have to take damage if I don't want to. I feel like maybe I shouldn't take damage. Yeah, let's just not take the damage. Hey, thanks for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. Like, truly, it does mean a lot to me whenever you guys subscribe. It makes it easier for me to keep justifying doing all the streaming that I do, and I really enjoy doing it, so here we are. I want to do the armament drive. It's not impressive at the moment, so we'll wait. I was really hoping that we would get Replicator Ray. Nope. I mean, I could have just taken the damage, but we were at full health, and it just seemed correct to not take the damage. Thanks for the streams. Well, I'm glad you enjoy them. Like, truly, I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, so we have just enough capacity in hand for this. Oh, her crafted equipment is actually better now, and I forgot about that. Yeah, anyways, like, here we are. If I could pull the minion down this turn, I would, because boy, are we a menace. Alright. I forgot about the Ember Staff, but that's fine. We'll just, proc an attack. And there we go. Yeah, we're pretty ridiculous. Turns out, Weaponsmith Half, pretty good. I would say all three of Half's champion paths are good. Weaponsmith is probably her most consistently good path. Because Handy Half is very versatile, but a little awkward. And Metalworker has some very good payoffs in that you can generate a lot of forge points, and you can generate a lot of ember, but you need some payoff to actually like use those on properly. Not that that's like super difficult, because you can forge any unit, you can forge any equipment, and so there's a lot of ways to like utilize that. And of course, there's also lots of good like X cost cards or like other ways to use the ember. But yeah, just Weaponsmith has a lot of kind of guaranteed power baked in, which is very helpful. Okay. So you can do that. And let's do this first so we can buff you before we dupe. And then let's... I guess just put that there. I mean, like, we're dazing Savagery every turn anyways, but still. There's half his health gone. It's a shame we couldn't play at the full throttle, even with all the Ember we had, but we weren't able to get things as low cost as I wanted. Namely, we never minus cost the armament drives. Oh, we're playing this up here because we can. That is why we took Spell Sanctum. Unfortunately, the other things we have to play on this floor to really use them. Yeah, we'll do it this way. We got one less this time because now we have 2 units equipped instead of all of them, or instead of only one. Sure, we'll give you one. And I guess we'll just spread these around, even though we do actually get more benefit from just going all in on you. But that's fine. And again, I could have done this fight taking 0 damage, because I could have just been dazing Savagery and Dominion every turn. We are not doing that because it will drive me crazy. But it feels like I should have. Just because we are so very powerful to do such a thing. Well, entropy's down, and now we just wait on Dominion. Everyone's favorite. Truly not at all a waste of your time. I don't know why I clicked the button. You didn't actually need to attack there. Are you perhaps implying that you don't enjoy the Titan fight, Sal? Oh, I don't know where you got that impression. It's just... It's just like we already won the fight. And we just have to wait. And like, you can say the same for like other fights in the game, kind of. But those at least have a time limit to them, so there's at least like some time pressure. And also with the other flying bosses, I could have killed them by now. But not the Titans. Not the Titans. And again, it's mostly just that like at no point did I ever consider the Titans to be a threat. I, again, could have taken 0 damage if I wanted. It would just double the time taken to complete this battle, which is why we are refusing to do that. Alright, well... Oops. I was trying to click on Hef, not the conductor steward, but that's fine. To make the fight more threatening, you can play It's Alive on Dominion. I could. That is, in fact, technically something that is available to me. Yeah, I will say, my team is pretty cool. This was a fun run. A ridiculous run, but we definitely got some appealing options. Like, being able to dupe Hef in particular is cool. If I really, really wanted to, I could have even just, like, duped her more times. That felt wholly unnecessary, though, so, you know, there's a reason we didn't. You know what? Just for you, we'll do that. There we go. Ta-da! Anyways, it was a cool run. We could have done that with 0 damage at the end. But, oh well. That's fine. We also could have finished the Sarah fight a lot faster if I were willing to take damage. Another crown acquired. I really should have put a tally for how many crowns. I will probably do that for tomorrow's stream. There are quite a few of them left, even with how many of them we've done. But we're getting there. We're certainly getting there. Right. Okay, well, I would like to play more, but I should stop. So we're going to stop. And we will resume more Monster Train tomorrow. Yeah, anyways, thanks for hanging out. Truly, I appreciate it. In ways I cannot really express. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy it. Anyways, I'll be back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, everyone. We'll play more Monster Train. We'll play more Soul Savior and more normal runs. And we will work on the crowns. And at some point, we will start doing the hat trick challenge with the new champions. I look forward to doing that. I still don't know exactly what champion or what clan combos I want to use for each champion, but it's going to be fun. Sal need to elude that he has a circadian rhythm. I mean, my sleep schedule has been all messed up since the weekend. Like, I had really messed up sleep all weekend, and I am waking up in the middle of the day right now, and it's not great. But that's a me problem. Anyways, see you guys later. Have a wonderful evening. We'll play more tomorrow.